7a. M. Kirill Petrov, the man in charge, the principal thing that he does each day is to warm the house with a wood-consuming oven to keep his family warm on the super cold morning in Yakutia. As a result of the extreme environment, he actually needs a ton of wood to raise a ruckus around town for a very weary, long time. Relentless, very much like a sweet, savoring water. Yakut town is valuable. There are no water treatment offices. Since the lines freeze during the long winter, so ice is the principal wellspring of water. Kirill and the locals gathered the ice from the stream in November, when the temperature was good to collect ice. In the meantime, Kirill's better half, Lubov, is making delightful, untraditional breakfast. Kurcha whipped cream with a strawberry microbe, which was collected throughout the mid-year in Yakutia during the cruel environment. It's extremely difficult to develop products of the soil, so the majority of the yogurt treats comprise of dairy food. It's 7:40 am, and it's the ideal opportunity for Aryan, the most youthful child, to awaken. Aryan is 9 years of age and goes to the nearby grade school. The youngsters in Yakutia will go to class when it's hotter than less 54 degrees. However, when the temperature decreases beneath short 55 degrees. It's too perilous to even think about going to class. Today is moderately warm in Yakutia, just less 40 degrees, which implies Aryan should go to class. Like a great many people all over the planet, he clean up and clean his teeth. Aryan utilizes the super cold water that his father arranged before breakfast. Greasy hotcakes and whipped cream are high-energy food that warms you up. Winters, Aryan's more seasoned sisters are living and concentrating on in college. Far away from the town, his folks hope everything works out for him to concentrate, so he can carry on with his life as he needs. Local people comprehend the significance of learning the right apparel to get by in such outrageous winters. Wearing a few layers of clothing is a flat-out must. Furthermore, wear protected siphons on the grounds that the knees are especially inclined to freezing. Aryan's mother generally ensures that everybody wears sufficient garments in light of the fact that without legitimate dressing, the virus will arrive at somewhere inside your bones, undermining your life. She likewise ensures that his face is completely covered. Any other way, the uncovered part can get frostbite. The temperature outside is so cold, so the dampness promptly frames little icicles on his eyelashes. 10 minutes in the natural air can be sufficient to cause weariness, stinging agony in the neck, face, and enduring aches in the fingers and toes. Yet, minimal harder yogurts knows how to track down the cold. Yet following a couple of moments, the frigid weather conditions starts to stand up for itself. Strongly, Aryan has been on his way for 10 minutes as of now, and presently the 9 years of age Aryan is freezing. Fortunately, the last couple of meters are left, and Aryan is at last at school. Aryan shows up in time, and there are now numerous kids who have likewise shown up by food. Aryan is concentrating on in the 3rd grade of elementary school. The elementary school most recent 4 years, and in Yakuza training most recent 11 years prior to going to college. There are around 8 understudies in the class today, and 5 hours of every day concentrating on starts today. They have math, writing, workmanship, topography, history, and dialects. Yakut individuals concentrate on 3 dialects at school: Russian, English, and Sakha. Sakha is the primary language, which had a place with the Turkey bunch and is entirely unexpected from the Russian language for day-to-day existence. Examining and working, realizing the Russian language is basically after the initial 2 examples. It's the ideal opportunity. Briefly, breakfast. Today menu is apple and eggs. Eating routinely is fundamental for increment energy in the virus winters for little Yakuts. After breakfast, the play inside, the temperature is too cold to even consider playing outside, and after everything necessary, too lengthy to even consider sprucing up once more. Typically, the classes end at 2 p.m. Yet today, Aryan completed somewhat before now. He's returning home with his companion, and like children from one side of the planet to the other, they can't disregard the nearby bite shop. Everybody likes frozen yogurt, and Aryan and his companions are no special case. They love sweet and smooth frozen yogurt, regardless of the supervirus. Aryan and his companions returning are playing little games and having a good time. Guardians are not stressed over their youngsters. It's an affectionate local area. Every one of local people know one another, and there are around 800 individuals in the entire town. Practically every one of the houses are made of wood. Every occupant consumes in excess of 60 cubic meters on normal, each colder time of year, for the house to keep warm. And to shield the house from the freezing air, they try to fill each hole with oakum or snow, yet the virus figures out how to come through. Wild yogurt and ponies are additionally neighbors in this frigid land. They have toughness and weighty hair coat, and can actually scavenge in the snow for vegetation to eat. The Yakutian ponies can adapt to temperatures down to less 70 degrees. Bless your heart. Aryan is back home and prepared to help his dad. Most men in the town are participated in the steers rearing, hunting, or specialties, same as Aryan's dad. Is notable expert in Yakutia. Kirill causes conventional Yakut blades for the majority hundreds of years. Blades to play had a significant impact in the lives and the way of life of Yakut individuals. Yakut blades are notable all over the planet for their assets and magnificence. Aryan's dad is showing him these customary specialties that has been gone through the ages. The plate is generally manufactured from the privately obtained iron metal. The blade handle is produced using birchwood, which is areas of strength for very. One more of Aryan's day-to-day obligations is to cleave the kindling. Aryan knows from early age that everyday work is important to make do in such outrageous cold. So presently, it's the ideal opportunity for lunch, and Aryan is consistently here to help his mother. They are setting up a Christian carp fish, which has details trapped in the stream. Individuals love eating fish and meat in a frozen, bubbled, or broiled state. After the work is done, Aryan hurries to the latrines outside. In Yakutia, there are no inside latrines on the grounds that the lines freeze effectively. Everything occurs outside the stand proficiently, and nobody invests more energy than needed for the dogs. This fish is Aryan's number one. It's so scrumptious, and the most flavorful, fat, and nutritious part is the fish. Genuine eggs. Unfamiliar fishing and hunting are significant wellsprings of food in Yakutia. From late winter until the fall cold, the Yakuts are eating fish. Aryan loves fishing with his dad. Toward the start of walk, it's the ideal time for kyur, which is customary ice fishing. Utilizing their bars and nuts, they begin fishing. Aryan loves investing energy with his dad in nature. They are fishing, hunting, and endeavoring to get by in this very cold, however gorgeous land. Yakutia, following a couple of hours at last. Aryan has gotten the fish. You don't have to stress over bonking the fish in light of the fact that in only a couple of moments, its shock frozen life in Yakutia can be troublesome, disagreeable, and risky. Yet we have figured out how to live as one is nature, and we appreciate the nature fortunes and gifts that encompass us. We can continuously find a delight, even in this very chilly environment. After all, there is no such thing as the terrible climate. There is simply climate and your demeanor toward. Absolutely. If you enjoyed the introduction to Unfit Frame, feel free to hit the like button to show your support. Additionally, don't hesitate to leave a comment sharing your thoughts, suggestions, or any specific topics you'd love to see covered on the channel. Your engagement is valued and helps shape the content to better suit the interests of the Unfit Frame community. Thanks for being a part of the journey.